Hello guys, how are you doing today? Here with you Anna Tutova, CEO of Coins Telegram, with a portion of the latest crypto news. Now we currently see quite a lot of uncertainty on the financial markets due to unstable geopolitical situation, especially in the Middle East and with the clashes between Israel and Iran. And Trump has introduced a self-imposed 2-week time limit on deciding whether to enter the Middle East conflict. So just be cautious within next 2 weeks. But we see the markets currently are down, crypto markets are down, S&P 500 index is down as well. But this may be a great buying opportunity to buy the dips at the discount. But at the same time, we see that crypto-related stocks like Circle and Coinbase are pumping. So we're gonna discuss this and more, but first let me share with you something interesting. If you've been watching the crypto space lately, you know it's time to talk about real utility. You missed Bitcoin, you missed Ethereum. What's next? So let me introduce you to something different. StagePoint Europe, a platform that bridges crypto with real US real estate. Yeah, real world assets, tokenized and transparent. StagePoint token SPET is connected directly to income-generating US properties, fully audited and recorded on-chain. It's one of the rare platforms out there offering both crypto fiat liquidity tools and tangible backing. You can move between digital and traditional systems seamlessly, unlocking crypto, converting it to fiat, even refinancing through traditional means, all while knowing the data is tracked transparently. And the team, not anonymous devs. We are talking about serious industry veterans. You know Tesla, right? Well, guess what? Tesla's first institutional investor, James Marver, is already on board. Jarrett, Lilien, president and CEO of WisdomTree investment giant, is as well on board. SPET isn't about hype, it's about participation rewards, real estate development, and a clear buyback strategy that supports long-term value. Additionally, the tokens give you access to investor tools, perks, and more. If you've ever studied anything beyond just trading, you'll understand how massive this project could become. Right now, it's rare to see projects backed by real estate. It's mostly memes and scams. That's why we've already jumped in ourselves. The discounted rate is 48% per token at the pre-sale price. StagePoint is listing at the end of this month on exchanges like MXC Global, BingX, Bitmart, and later on other major exchanges. So if you're into real-world assets or just looking for something grounded in Web3, this is one to check out. So let's discuss today's crypto news. As I mentioned, with the uncertainty in the Middle East, the markets are down today. And let's check out the prices. Bitcoin is trading currently at $103,000. Ethereum is below $2,400. Solana is at $138. And this is really a great opportunity to buy the dip, to buy crypto discount if you missed the previous tips, because even Solana was trading just recently at over $150, and currently you see such a discount. And especially the likelihood of US regulators of approving of wave of crypto exchange traded funds or ETFs is now a near certainty. According to Bloomberg analysts Eric Balkunas and James Seyfarth. So we really may see soon the altcoin season and pumping of the prices. So let's check what's happening on the traditional markets. So S&P 500 index is as well down today, but what is up? What is the thing which is pumping are crypto-related stocks. So, for example, Circle, the issuer of USDC stablecoin, is up today. So it's currently up 20% just within one day, and Circle was trading at $31 at its IPO, and it's already trading at $240. Let's check out as well what's happening with Coinbase. Coinbase is up 4% today. And Circle shares extend their rally after Senate passes landmark stablecoin bill. So we really see a lot of movements in the US with crypto-friendly regulation. And the Genius short for Guiding and Establishing National Innovation for US Stablecoin Act seeks to establish a regulatory framework for the use of stablecoins. The House has its own stablecoin legislation in the works called the Stable Act. And the stablecoin market cap could reach $2 trillion in the coming years versus just about $260 billion today. That's the Wall Street research firm. Alongside Seaport says Circle is able to generate annual revenue growth of 25-30% with gross margins of roughly 40%. So are you buying crypto-related stocks? Let me know in the comments. And another interesting news is that the Fed Governor Wallace says central bank could cut rates as early as July. So this means that we will have more buying opportunity and you can borrow money at cheap rate. So we may see the influx of funds on the markets. So, Fed Governor Christopher Wallace said Friday that he doesn't expect tariffs to boost inflation significantly, so policymakers should be looking to lower interest rates as early as next month. As well, we have heard about US and as well different US states moving with their Bitcoin reserve bills. So Arizona moves closer to creating Bitcoin reserve as bill passes final Senate vote. Arizona moved closer to establishing a reserves fund for Bitcoin after the state Senate voted in favor of Bill HB 2324 at its third reading. The legislation now goes back to the House for a final decision. HB 2324 would update Arizona's laws on forfeiture, allowing the state to hold abandoned digital assets as unclaimed property. The only state to have completed the legislative process for creating a Bitcoin reserve is currently New Hampshire. And like Arizona, a bill in Texas is also in its final stages. Additionally, we see a big interest to stablecoins, and one of the biggest neobanks, Revolut, is continuing its pursuit of creating its own stablecoin. Sources familiar with the matter told to Media Decrypt. The development comes amid a growing list of non-crypto companies now considering issuing their own stablecoins. You might see as well the news from Walmart and Amazon about their plans on stablecoins as the regulatory environment shifts in the United States and around the world. So the London-based bank launched RevolutX earlier this year, a centralized crypto exchange available across the European Union. So they launched it just last year. And the company is now eyeing its own stablecoin to further its crypto venture. So let's see how quickly it will happen. So we really see the boom on the markets. So that's it for today. Thank you for listening and have a nice day.